Hello guys, how are you doing today? This video is just a run through of what we've done in class, right? We fight 10 characters. So I'm going to just do it the way I've showed you guys, and maybe have a little bit of explanation, right? So you can understand why we do certain things, just in case you might have missed some of those steps in class. Alright, so I'll just begin by launching my Unreal Engine from my Epic Games launcher. So you can just open it obviously the way we normally do from the task bar here. It still works again. Sorry, it's loading on the other screen, so I'll drag it into main screen now. Yeah. So we're going to go to games, right? We normally use, then we're using blank, right? Yeah, we're using blank. This blank here. So now one very important thing that some people normally miss is when you just do not keep in mind where you save your project location, right? And also your project name, because when you just click blank and create, now you've created a project, but you might not have in mind where you saved it, right? Or you might even think, okay, I saved it in my documents, in my file folder, my name, but you will not name this. You might leave it as my project 3, and if you go to your document where you save it now, you will see several my project 1, my project 2, 3, and so forth. So you won't know which one is which. You'll be very confused, easy to get lost. So it's very important that you should check your project location, right? Check your project location. If you're going to save it, go to maybe your documents or your file name, right? Okay, for this purpose, let me just create like a name. Let me just create like a Kebolania, right? Yeah, also do that. Yeah, and I want to go into it and select this folder, right? So it's change documents, Kebolania. So it could be documents, your name you've created in your folders, right? Or wherever you saved your folders stuff there. So then the name, make sure you change this name to the name you can remember. So I'm working on fight scene. If you're still confused, that maybe you might still mix it up, right? You can just put underscore and just put your name as well. You get, and then when you're done, click on create. Yeah, so I'll try to make it as quick as possible so that you won't say I'm fast. If I'm fast, obviously you can just pause the video or rewind, take the video backwards, right? So that helps. That's why it's a video. So now this is a project, right? It normally comes this way. Yeah, so first and first, I changed my window load layout so that I'm not gonna have this content drawer popping up and down. So obviously it just depends on what you want, right? Because if I click, I'm going to pop down. So I'm going to change this to be there. Load layout, for classic layouts. Take it back here. Okay, so we have this steady here, right? We can adjust the size however we want. All right, so now we're going to create. So most times you might just come into starter content. I don't know why this. Okay, Unreal just does the way that it brings you into your starter content, so you can start using files and materials with your particles, textures, or whatever to work with. So you always have to come back to content here, right? It's very important about the content. So this is where you're going to create your folder that you're going to work with. So we're going to creating like arrays of folder, right? We're going to create folders for the character, folder for a texture, for the level, for the sequencer. Yeah, so we're going to right click like how we normally do, right? A new folder. Let me just name it as let me put our character. So anything pertaining to our character, I'm going to save them here. Right click. Let's just make all the folders at once. Let's make texture, right? It's very important for organization's sake. New one. Let's make a folder for level where we'll be saving the level. You can name it sequencer or cinematics. So I name it cinematics. That's where I'm going to save in all the camera text. Yeah, I think so. We're going to be using this folder. I think that's all for now. Yeah. So going to the characters, right? So we are working with 2 characters, which is the dying and the kicking, flying kick. Yes. So I'm going to create 2 folders for each of the characters, so that their files are not going to be mixed up together for easy identification. So right click, create a new folder. We'll just name it F1, meaning fighter 1, right? You can name it whatever you want to give it. And F2, fighter 2, right? So I have that. So now let's import our characters. So I'm going to go in with fighter 1 first. It could be either the dying or whichever one. So I'm going to So do this, right? You go to your file folder, right? Go to your documents wherever you saved your fight scene folder, right? So mine is here. So I'm gonna drop in my kicking FBX, right? Minimize this. So make sure this is checked. This is checked. Import animation is checked. Yeah, and that's all. Import all. So we're importing the textures if it has any. But obviously it doesn't have any textures, so we would have to create a new texture for that, which I'm still gonna go through. So it's just taking this time to import. Alright, it's done. So you're gonna close this, and then you have your files there, right? Textures and all of the assets. You really understand what these are, so I'm going to explain them. So just come down here to save selected. I just like saving anytime you have any imports. So go back to character here, go back to F2, double click on it. It's empty, right? So let's go to our file folder right here. The next one down, click on it and just drag it into this point. Minimize it here. So all the checks that you did before should have been saved, so you don't have to do anything again. Import all. So close this page here. So save down here, save selected. Yeah, so go back to, we've done characters, right? So let's do for textures. Yes, go to textures, go back to your textures. So if you can't find these textures, right, the texture is inside the cinematic project June. So go into cinematic project June, go into 3D models, then go into Stormtrooper. You will see this folder called textures. When you see FBX textures, and then you see Mizamo character. So go into textures and use this guy's textures. Just select everything and drag it into the texture folder in Unreal. You have this, right? There are 6 textures here. So save this, save selected. So now let's quickly drag in the character into our scene. So our character is here. Let's go with F1. So we're going to drag the skeleton mesh, right? Yeah, so just drag it here and drop it in the middle of here. And it's very tiny. You're not going to see it, but it's in the scene already. You can see it here in the outline, and kicking is here. So when you bring your icon, your mouse here, just press F to focus, right? And it's right there, standing on the ground. So let's apply the animation to it. Go to animation mode, use animation blueprint, change it to assets. From none, take it to animation sequence, kicking, and that's it, right? For the second character, go back to character, F2, same thing, drag the skeleton mesh, this tip, A pose, put in the same thing, animation, change it to assets, change this to the animation sequence here. So yeah, so if you simulate, it's gonna work. So now there's some issues that people face, right? When you simulate, you would have your viewport snapped to a different location, probably with that default character for game. But since it is not for that, it just to snap to default location, right? So I'll do that so that I can show you how to solve it for those that have not still known how to solve this problem, right? So when I press play right now, this is going to happen. See, it snaps somewhere here. So some of you might have faced this problem, right? So you need to just probably just stop it first, right? Then click, see this icon here, this change play mode setting, this 3 dots, click on it and use this simulate, the one that has Alt plus S. So use this instead. So if you notice, so you have to stop this again, right? Now our play button has like double this cogwheel icon beside the play button now. So obviously you have to now go back to where your character is. It's simple. How can you do that, right? Go back to your outline and make sure you select the character, right? Come back here and press F. This snaps to where they are, right? Focus. So when you press this play now, it plays at where your viewport is. You get, it doesn't take you elsewhere. So that's how to fix that. So always make sure you use this stop button to stop playing, because you might just play here and say, okay, you want to stop it, just use here and stop it. You just pause it basically. So if you pause anything and this thing is still red, and then when you now finally stop it, those things that you've done will just go away. You wonder what's going on. So please always make sure you use this stop to escape it, right? And to be sure, it's always grayed out. These 3 are grayed out. Then this should be green. Yeah, so that's it. So that's it. So I think before we move forward, right, I'll just go into texturing straight up. Yes, as easy as it is. So go back to content, go back to our texture folder where we've imported our textures, right? So the next thing if you notice these textures, right, you have to learn how to read the names here. You have our diffuse body, diffuse hand, diffuse helmet, hand occlusion, normal body, and occlusion body. So basically, this character has just 3 material slots. That's meaning for the head, which is the helmet. For the body covers the whole body with the arm. It doesn't cover the wrist area like the palm. The whole body, the arm, and the whole leg and the feet. So that's how they made the texture. So if you select it right and you come down to scroll down here to materials here, you see the material slots. You can see it. You have helmet, body, and hand. So it shows that you really have 3 slots, element 0, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to create 3 materials for the characters. And fortunately enough, they share their same characters. So we'll just do one and then drag them to the others, right? So I'm going to right click here on our panel here, inside the texture folder. So we'll create 3 new material slots. So right click, go to material. Let's name this body BODY body. Right click, create a new one. Material. That's the head. That should be helmets, right? Since that's the name they give it to helmets. Then the third one, which is the hand. Yes. So now we have to double click to go into the material blueprint, which is what we have here, right? So we have our node output, which is the body. So we're going to like come here to make sure you have this arrow, this double edge arrow appearing, so you can just like drag this way, so you can see your textures, right? That's what I want. So just right click on here and just drag so you can see your material node output, right? You can just put it aside here, so you have space to drag in. So now open the body first, right? So the body has a diffuse, which is the first one we normally use for the base color. So drag this into here. Obviously we're connecting RGB to base color, how we normally do, right? So make sure you drag exactly what I'm doing, because you have issues. So let's check for the body. Does it have any other thing? Body. So body has normal and occlusion. So this normal does not really work well. I don't know the reason yet, right? But for this purpose, let's use just occlusion body. So drag occlusion body into here and drag RGB to roughness. Once you're done, just click on save. It's going to save. So you can see the ball has applied with the textures. So just leave this here, right? So let's do the hand now. Double click on this to open the same new window here, because notice we have the body here. See the body, and then we have the hand. Open a new tab for us here. So right click and drag this way. So for the hand, let's look for hand diffuse hands. Put it this way, like we did for the body. RGB to base color, and that's it. RGB to base color. We have okay, what next? Okay, look for hand. Is there another thing? This hand occlusion. Yes. So just know how to really know it's the hand. Just know really fast. Okay, this is occlusion, right? Occlusion goes to roughness. So put it here and just put RGB to roughness. Like I said, if it's too fast, you know what to do. Just rewind the video. So I'm trying to make it like as short as possible. That's why I'm not so slow. So please just bear. So save this. Click on the save icon. Very important, right? So you can see the hand has taken the properties. You can see it here. So this is it. So the helmet too. Double click on that. Same thing. The helmet. Look for the base. The helmet. Where's the helmet? Diffuse helmet. So this is it. Fortunately, the helmet is very simple. It doesn't have any other texture set. It has just diffuse. There's nothing else. So, and that's what we're working with here. So just save this. So you have the 3 of them created now. 1, 2, 3. So you can close this now. Just access here, and that's fine. So it's simple. We just drag. Let's start with the body. Drag body to the body. You can see drag this to this body guy as well. Let's do the head, the helmet. Drag this to helmet. Drag this to helmet. You can see very, very simple. Look at it, right? So it comes in with all the scratch. You can see When I look at it, all the imperfections is there. So it's really, really cool. So let's do the hand, right? So the hand too is plain. So where's the hand? Drag the hand to the hand. So it applies on both hands together. Can you see? I love the textures. It's very simple and it looks really good. I don't know. So this guy too, just let's do it for his hand too. Yep. By now we already know how to navigate, so I can't be showing you, telling you what to press to navigate. Yes, so everything is looking cool here. Alright. So these guys are ready to fight. Let's fight. So let's try it again, right? Yep. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So you can see my textures and my light volume is, everything is coming on real good because I'm on cinematic scalability, right? My system can handle it, so if your system can handle it, it's fine. Yeah, so my shadows are kind of sharp, everything is looking good. Alright, so obviously don't put this when you're using that office system. Oh, please, I think I'll beg you now. Don't crash our systems. Just leave it at medium. Medium should work fine for you guys. Let me show you what it looks like medium. Look at you can see it different, right? Yeah, not as cinematic obviously. Look at the difference. Look at this. It has more light bounces and all that. But anyways, that's just for the viewport. It doesn't concern the final rendering. Okay, let's quickly move forward. So let's save this, right? Save this. Save selected. And so now this saving now is asking us to save. Anytime you say this save level as, just know that this is your main saving in your scene. If you don't save this, you're going to lose this thing. So if you close or read and come back next week or open it again, right, you will not see everything like this. It will come as a default, which I'll show you guys. So you have to save this level. So now this is why we created this folder called level. It's like where you're saving your scene, like scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, that kind of thing. So go into your level folder, which we already created, right, which is this. So you can now name it. Don't leave this untitled, please name it so that you know what you're doing. So you can just put maybe like fight scene or something, or you can put shot 1 or anything. You get, let's just put fight scene 1, for example. We can put shot 1 or take 1, whatever how you create it. So click on save. Everything is saved. You get. So when you go to your content and you go to levels, right, you say it, this is it. So this way you're going to double click anytime you open Unreal again. You come to your levels and click this. Alright, so let's move forward now. We've done this, very simple. Next we're going to create the sequencer. So we're going to click on this button here, add level sequencer, right? I think I should just stop this video here.